Hey everybody, it's Mega Man. What? What does this say? Oh, I don't fucking care. Hey everybody, it's Mega Man. This is a video game. It was released for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Anyway, I think, don't most people start with Cutman? Maybe they start with Bombman. I don't know, whatever. I usually go Cutman. There's two reasons for this. The main reason is that Cutman's not that hard. Actually, that's not the main reason. That's a good bonus. The main reason is so I can beat Electman sooner, so that I can get the Magna Beam, so I can do the rest of the stages easier. I need to get that Magna Beam as soon as possible. These fucking things are stupid. Stupid. I don't know what they're like. Blue faces on helicopter things. Anyway, welcome to this is the Ben and Ayla show, but Ayla's not going to say anything really. She's here, but she's not doing anything. She's reading and stuff.
Remember Farmville?
What?
Remember Farmville?
Farmville?
Mm-hmm.
What about it? No, I don't really remember because I never played it. I do remember that it existed. Did you know that The Simpsons predicted Farmville? Because there was a joke in one of their episodes about...
Simpsons predicted everything that's happening.
You know that Simpsons predicted that Donald Trump would become president because they made it a side joke about him becoming president after he actually ran for president in 2000. But how could they have predicted that he would become president 16 years later when he was running for president 16 years earlier? It's just crazy. That proves that Matt Groening is in the Illuminati, which is secretly formulating these plans to cause Donald Trump to go into office. And they're like Simpsons. It's 16 years. We're gonna have a conspiracy and put Donald Trump in office for our evil Illuminati plans. So I want you to put a reference to that in your show for no reason. You know, this makes a lot of sense, right? Anyway.
Talk about Mega Man.
Mega Man is a video game. These are stupid eye things. They're stupid, and I have a turbo button, so I will use it on them. I like Mega Man. Mega Man 11 got announced a while ago. I'm pretty excited. I mean, if it's anywhere near as good as any of the other mainline Mega Man games, then shit. We got a good game on our hands. Because every Mega Man game is good. Every classic Mega Man game. Some of you might be like, oh, but Mega Man 8 wasn't that good. Oh, Mega Man Base wasn't that... Fuck you. All of them are good. I don't give a shit what you have to say. You don't matter to me. You don't even exist. Nobody watches this shit. You're not even arguing with me right now because you don't exist. You know, that's the dirty little secret. I can say whatever I want and no one will care because no one will ever hear it. Isn't that a secret? Isn't that genius?
What?
No one will ever watch this.
Yeah.
There might be like 3 people.
No one's gonna watch it like full way though.
Nobody's gonna watch to this point. Maybe
No
someone will watch the
one's
first
gonna
minute and then they'll be like, whatever.
Yeah.
What about when we get famous?
I'm not gonna. Yeah.
What about after we get famous and then Polygon is like, oh, watch Ayla's old YouTube channel.
This isn't my YouTube channel.
From before she became Master Gator Holder. Master Gator Holder. What does that do?
I'm the alligator mother.
In charge of all alligator production and cultivation. Whenever an alligator is used in any context, it has to go through you.
Yeah.
We're gonna make alligators less evil. We're gonna make them less of video game enemies. See, sometimes you get good runs with Cutman. Sometimes he's easy and you just fucking turbo the whole time. Sometimes he's a fucking bitch. He's a fucking piece of shit. Stupid fucking Cutman. You dumb motherfucker. Did you know there was a Mega Man cartoon? Did you know this?
Yes.
Oh. Did you?
Yes.
The 80s one?
Yes.
It was from the 90s.
Yes.
How do you know about this?
I've seen pictures.
You seen pictures? Was it memes?
I don't know.
I knew you'd jump in front of President Lincoln. Something like that. Whatever. So there was a Mega Man cartoon, and in the Mega Man cartoon, there was the two bumbling evil bad guys, and one of them was Cutman from this game, and one of them was Gutsman from this game. Gutsman.
You have to remake the joke.
Yeah. So what happened was I made this stream before, but I yelled at Ayla, and then it got awkward, so I had to end the stream, so we started over. But I think that this one's going better anyway, because the last one was boring. I just talked a lot about... See, my problem is that instead of playing the fucking game, I get distracted with other shit, and I'm like, oh, I used to like Mega Man when I was a kid. Who gives a shit? I played fucking Mega Man as a kid, I play it now, who cares?
Mega Man's in Space Cop.
Mega Man was a space cop. Okay, fine, I'll have to explain that now. So, when I was a kid, I was super into Mega Man as a character in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but I didn't know who he was. So, based on his different attires in the game, which I now realize are his weapons that he switches to, I assumed that they were, like, different... Like, there was many Mega Men. I remember being distinctly under the impression that there was more than
Many
one
men?
Mega Man. Huh?
Many men?
Mega Men?
Many men?
I remember I was under the distinct impression that there was multiple Mega Man, which technically there are. I mean, there's Mega Man X, there's Mega Man...
Scream.
It's a K-Man! Is it a K-Man? Or is that just a Gator?
He's a Cuban crocodile.
But anyway, of classic Mega Mans, there are not any more than just one. There's just one. I explained the plot earlier in the other stream, but here's the basic. Here's the skinny. Dr. Light and Dr. Wily are teammates, and then Dr. Light makes these cool robots, and Dr. Wily's mad, so he steals them and is going to take over the world for some reason. And then Dr. Light repurposes a robot he had into Mega Man, and then it's like, Mega Man, go save the world, and Mega Man's like, okay. Yeah. So one of the aspects to this series that's different from the X series, if you know anything about the X series, it was a sequel series, kind of spin-off thing, or whatever. The difference is that in the Mega Man series, they're like classical robots, in that they don't really have personality. At least Mega Man doesn't. Mega Man doesn't necessarily have emotions. I mean,
He's a robot.
Yeah, he's a robot. But, like, he can have emotions, but he can't really learn.
Robots have feelings too, Ben.
Robots can't love. You remember in SpongeBob?
Oh, yeah.
Robots can't laugh.
I
love that! I loved it like it was me own. So Mega Man is just kind of like a mindless robot. Like he obviously he just does what he's programmed to. Mega Man is programmed to help people, destroy robots, and to save the world, and that's pretty much it. And that's who he is. He's pretty simple. He's a pretty simple character. He's just Mega Man. In Smash Brothers, he's kind of more like creepy robot. But he's never intended to be creepy robot in the games. He's just supposed to be heroic kid robot. But in Smash, he has kind of like a creepy thing going on. Where he's not really creepy. He's just like a robot, but he has like this blank expression on his face all the time. Because he's based off the NES games, where he has this blank expression on his face at all times, which is translated into Smash. It makes sense in the game because I mean it's a fucking 8-bit game. You're not gonna have that much expression, so whatever. But that's where the idea comes from. It's based on the sprite of Mega Man, less than the character of Mega Man. But it still represents the character. I don't know, whatever. Also, that was fucking awesome when Mega Man got announced for Smash. That was really fucking cool.
Ridley when?
He's too big. He's just some boss enemy. Not even special. Here's a big guy.
King K. Rool Smash when?
Fuck that. Gives
Hey,
a
you
shit.
fuck you!
They should, instead of putting King K. Rool in, they should put in fucking Funky Kong.
No.
Or Tiny Kong.
No.
Or Dixie Kong.
No.
They're never gonna put in another Donkey Kong character in Smash.
King K. Rool in
King
Smash.
K. Rool is stupid and nobody cares about him.
I care about him!
The only reason people like King K. Rool is because he was in the game.
I care about him.
Oh, he's in Donkey Kong Country. Who cares?
I care about him.
Nobody cares about him. He's just some stupid. He's not even cool.
If
The only reason
It's in
that,
his name.
the only no, he's no, he's King K. Rool, not King K.
he's
Cool.
He's King K. Cool.
The only reason people care about him is because he's the bad guy in Donkey Kong Country. He
about-
could be any character, and he would be, oh, we got Evan Smash, because he's fucking Donkey Kong. You got Diddy. You got Diddy. What more do you need? You don't need anyone
Who gives
else.
a shit about Diddy?
Diddy's pretty high tier.
I don't care about
It's fast. He's bananas. So I beat Electman. He was easy. The cut power like fucks him up pretty bad. Anyway, fuck King K. Rool. Nobody gives a shit about King K. Rool. The only reason you could possibly care about King K. Rool is if you're a huge Donkey Kong Country fan. And I'm not saying that you'd like him because you're a fan of the character. I'm saying because you're a fan of a video game, and he happened to be in it. He happened to be the bad guy in the video game. He has no personality. He's just some stupid, ugly frog thing, or whatever the fuck. He's like a crocodile or something.
He's
right?
a fucking crocodile, you piece of shit.
He's just some stupid, bland monster character. Like, who fucking cares?
Me.
He's way less interesting and cool than Bowser. And Bowser's not even that interesting or cool. He's just a bad guy. But he has some personality to him. King K. Rool's just some fucking guy. They completely change him for the second game and the third game because even Rare doesn't give a shit about him. They're like, whatever, he's just fucking King K. Rool. We can just make him into whatever we want. This game has like a fucking Frankenstein thing going on. We're gonna have him be a fucking Frankenstein. We want fucking pirate shit going on. We're just gonna make him a pirate. Who fucking cares? He doesn't have a personality. He's just some stupid, pointless bad guy. If you saw the cutscenes in Donkey Kong 64, you'd agree. Because he's just fucking, oh yes, I'm the bad guy. I'm Dr. Claw. He doesn't have a personality. He's just some stupid thing. Like, what is he even gonna do? Throw his crown? What if people want this fucking character in Smash? He's so stupid. Like, he's like one of the most requested characters in Smash, and he is not even a character. Fucking Ridley has more character. Ridley has more going on. Ridley would actually make sense for Smash, because he could actually have an interesting moveset. What is King K. Rool gonna do? Fucking throw his hat? That's all he fucking does. Anyway, Mega Man's a pretty good game. I'm gonna go get the Magnet Beam right now. In case you're wondering why I went back into the stage. Seems pretty self-apparent to me because I don't know why I would do that otherwise. See, it's comical because I was yelling and then I wasn't.
You hurt me on a deep level.
Why? Because I said the King K. Rool is stupid? Do you like him? Why? Why?
Him, crocodile.
Well, he's... because he's a crocodile.
He's cute.
He's just he's just a guy. Mega Man. I'm playing Mega Man. I probably should have played Mega Man 2, but I didn't. I gotta die. That's the part where you go, no, Ben, don't die.
Die.
She's rejected me.
Die.
I don't want to die. I don't want to be alive. Hey, that's not funny. How could you make that? That's a serious... That song helped me out so much. That song made me feel things. Here's another rant. Fuck that stupid 1-800 song by Logic. That song is so fucking stupid. Ella, tell them about how that song is stupid.
This song is stupid.
How do you feel about it?
It sucks. Fucking it's horrible.
What is your favorite part?
Woo.
Not even the who can relate, just the whoo. That's the point. And that's about 10 seconds in. That's the point where you realize that Logic has not...
He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
He doesn't know what he's talking about, and he does
depression.
not have the ability to add anything to this conversation besides bland shit and vague attempts to understand what's going on. Like, he's trying a little bit. He tried to get guest artists so it could go to the top. I mean, he tried to get money by profiteering off suicidal people. Wait, no, that's not it. That's not even actually how I feel. I just think he's stupid. He tried, but he's just stupid. He's like Katy Perry. They're just stupid. Like, let's be fair here. Katy Perry is pretty stupid.
Katy Perry is an idiot.
She's just unintelligent. Like, I don't want to fucking disparage her or her music. I think she's made some pretty good songs. I'm not trying to say, oh, she's stupid, she makes bad songs. No. I think that she has made plenty of good songs. She's made good and bad decisions like everyone else. Whatever. She's a stupid person. She has low intelligence. This is the impression I get from seeing her interviews, like how she acts. I don't know. She just seemed, and that stupid like change of the rhythm song. It's like she just seems like she's out of touch and she's kind of dumb. Also, her breakout single was "I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It." You can't recover from that. That song's so stupid.
That song was so big in junior high.
I remember hearing it on the radio and being like, "What? Is this a song?"
Everyone was making fun of it and singing it all the time in junior high.
I remember hearing it on the radio. This is how I found out about most newer songs, but I heard them like 2 or 3 times on the radio. And then I was like, "What? Is this popular?" "I Kissed a Girl" is such a stupid song. Like, I don't think anyone can really defend that song. I mean, is anyone like, "Oh yeah, I love that song"? Like, even Katy Perry fans are like, "No, man." Well, there's probably like some people who are like, "Oh, that's a bop," but oh, fuck off with your stupid. I hate this state. This is the word. Why do I even try to? Fuck this bullshit. Fuck this. Can I turn it on to super speed? Speed, maximum speed. Fuck Iceman stage. Fuck this stupid. I'm doing this last. I don't give a shit. Fuck Iceman. Like, I fucking care about Iceman stage. I gotta fucking do this anyway, because otherwise I won't be able to have... I just fucked up the magnet beam shit. I'm just so stupid. Anyway. Katy Perry just seems stupid. And, Logic doesn't seem like... It doesn't seem like he knows what he's talking about. It seems like he's just... Okay, here's the official reason that he made that song, okay? That he said on Genius. And you know you got a really smart guy when they're on Genius commenting about their own song. Not even long after it came out. Like, a couple weeks after it came out, or whatever. Like, when Eminem comes on and makes some commentary on Genius, then it's like, oh, okay. But when it's fucking Logic putting commentary onto his song that he just fucking released, you know you got a real winner. Anyway, so what he said was that people like emailed him and were like, "Oh, your music helped my life out so much. It's so great."
If that song made you not depressed and suicidal, then you don't have.
Well, this was before he made the song.
I'm just saying.
People were, well, yeah, that's true. But people were like, "Oh, your music helps me out so much. Oh, and it really inspires me," or whatever.
That's fine and understandable.
And so to throw those people a bone, I mean to help them, he decided to make a song, and it was a mistake because he does not know anything about the subject. He seems like he was really pampered. He probably grew up in a nice neighborhood, never had depression or anything. And I'm not saying I'm the fucking authority either, but he seems like it's just a bunch of vague nothings. Like, he's like, "Oh, I feel really sad about something, and I don't feel like I can go on, and I'm sad." And he doesn't give enough detail. I'm so stupid. How could I die there to that? How could I die in that situation? How can you be this fucking bad at the game? And I'm back at the beginning of the level. What the fuck? I thought I was supposed to be good at video games. Anyway, so it just doesn't seem like he really knows what he's talking about. Like, maybe he went to fucking Khalid and was like, "Hey, Khalid, can you help me make the song?" No, it probably has like 20 fucking writers or whatever. It's a stupid song. I don't really want to say too many bad things about it because he tried. He tried to make a song that was inspiring or trying to help someone, and I guess I can't be that mad at him. But he just made...
Hey, this is a video game stream, not a music review stream, buddy.
I could do that too.
I'm sure you could. What would you do for the video?
Well, I could run down my fucking top 10 and talk about that. Maybe I will. Would that be okay? Asking you.
What?
If it would be okay if I just did that.
Did what?
Talked about the top 10 songs of my year.
Well, for this?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I can make the video later. I'll just do this now to get my thoughts out. What?
Nothing.
What? Something to fucking say to me? Got something to fucking say to me?
Shut up.
I'm abusive.
He's
Okay.
abusive. He beats me.
I don't.
He
Okay.
beats me every night because I don't do something correctly.
Can we keep real shit out of the fucking stream, okay? Please. Anyway. So this is now the top 10 best hit songs of 2017. My list. There's my intro. I don't know how to give context to whatever that was. What is that? A kitten? It's a loud kitten. Duchess doesn't really seem perturbed by it or anything.
She's just fucking purring away.
Number 10. Do you know this song? You don't actually. Ayla doesn't know this song. Anyway, my number 10 is I Spy by Kyle featuring Lil Yachty. I like this song. Well, obviously, it's on my top 10. It's not as good now as it was a few months ago. Like, I think I would have. Well, that's not even fair to say. I think what it's more fair to say is that it was a good time for that song to be around, and no, that's not what I'm gonna say either. What I'm gonna say is that although I do like this song quite a bit, there are 9 songs that are better than it. That's all I can really say about it. I like the song. I think the beat is pretty good. Well, maybe not even good. It's just a beat. I don't know. I like the beat. The song reminds me a lot of Broccoli. It's probably because it's just a fun song with a simple beat, and it has fucking Lil Yachty on it. So it's kind of like Broccoli 2.0. I actually like it more than Broccoli, if you would believe it. I don't know what's going on with Kyle, because I was really interested in seeing this guy's career. I was hoping that he would become like a big guy, like a hip hop guy, because he was like a breath of fresh air. He's cool. He seems like a cool dude. Like, you can kind of tell that he's having fun. He's just goofing around, and adds a light airiness to the track that makes it more enjoyable. And it seems like he's smiling most of the time in his verse. Like, he sounds like he's smiling, and it's funny. Anyway, it's just a fun song. Lil Yachty doesn't ruin it, although he does say that all of his bitches come in pairs like his nutsack, which is kind of a weird line. Pretty much everything he says is weird in every song.
He has threesomes constantly.
Yeah, but
sexy.
But he's saying that the amount of women he has around is also equal to the amount of balls that he has in his nutsack.
Well, then we know he has
Sex.
2 balls.
They come in pairs, like balls in his nutsack. So,
Okay, so
confirmed
we
the
can
number.
either have 2, 4. 4 is a pair.
No, 2 is a pair. The only option is that he has 2 nuts and 2 girls.
Well,
I mean
maybe he
bitches,
has
sorry.
4, and then he's like, fucking never mind.
Whatever. Anyway,
It's 4
So-
a.m.
Lil Yachty has a dumb verse, but I think it's okay. I don't have any problem with his verse, really. I mean, it's stupid, but I don't have a problem with it at all. I think he's fine. I think Lil Yachty, like, I think I can tolerate him. I mean, he's better than fucking. He's better than fucking Lil Pump.
Who the fuck is that?
Gucci gang, 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 Gucci.
I still don't know what
I
song it
just
is.
love cocaine.
Still haven't
Spent
heard
3
that
racks
song.
on a new chain. Some stupid trap rap shit. Anyway, my point is, good song. I Spy. Quality song, yeah. My number 9, it is Slide by Calvin Harris featuring Frank Ocean and Migos. Now, I was really surprised about this song because I did not listen to it once. Maybe once. Maybe I heard like the chorus somewhere. But I didn't really listen to it until after the Year End List came out, and I was curious about it. Because I remember, I think it was like slightly higher or something than Feels, or slightly lower, and I was like, wait, but I never heard this song. I heard Feels a million times. It's way better than Feels. It has this nice, chilled out atmosphere to it. Frank Ocean is good on it, although I don't know much about him. Migos actually surprised me, because they are awesome on the song. It really, like, told me, like, it really raised my confidence in Migos as performers. It really made me think, oh, they're actually okay. Like, if they made a whole fucking mixtape with Calvin Harris, that shit would be fire. So, they're good on the song. Offset's really good on that song. He has, like, this furious flow, and he just sounds great. And, you know, I think I understand the appeal of Migos at this point. Like, they bring something, they bring an interesting energy to the song, and I don't know, I'd like to see them on good pop songs. Like, I don't think I heard Quavo on anything good this year, but maybe if he was on a better song by a better producer, he'd make better shit. Calvin Harris did like a total 180 for me. Like, he wasn't ever necessarily bad for me, he just got kind of boring and generic-y, but totally fucking turned it around this year. All he made was good shit. Well, as far as I heard. I mean, Ayla likes Feels. I like Feels too. I mean, it's on my top 20. But not in my top 10. I think I was at like number 15, 16, 17 or something like that. Anyway. So, good song. Number 8, Unforgettable, French Montana featuring Sway Lee. You know, I've heard scattered reports about this song, like some people really like it, some people don't like it. I'm gonna say I like it. Well, obviously. Put it number... Ugh. Hiccups. 8 on my list of songs here. The thing that really makes this song is the beat. It's really good. And Sway Lee, who is awesome on the song. He kind of has this distance to him that I've noticed that some people say that he sounds like The Weeknd, which I can only consider to be a huge compliment. But I wouldn't say that he necessarily sounds like I would mistake him for The Weeknd. I just wouldn't really be sure who he was. But I think Sway Lee has proven in this year that he can be a good feature and bring an interesting energy to a track. I just like how his voice sounds on the track, and he has this really long chorus or verse or something, and it totally overpowers the song. It gets to the point where it should be Sway Lee featuring French Montana, because French Montana has like 10 lines on the song, and almost all of them suck. Subject matter I'm not totally down with, because it's one of those songs where he steals your girl, but it's different from normal because he's entranced by this woman, and well, he calls her unforgettable, and he's like, if you love the girl, then I'm so sorry. I gotta give it to her. So there you go. So there's kind of a cheating angle to it, but French Montana, with his only good line in the whole song, provides the context. She left her man at home. She don't love him no more. And I'm like, I guess I can get down with that. So, kind of cheating in the lyrics, but kind of not. You know? What do you think? What do you think, Ayla? She's not even paying attention. She doesn't even care. I think she's trying to sleep. Anyway. So, pretty good song, but French Montana is pretty relevant. If he had anywhere near as big of a presence on that song as Sway Lee does, then it would be a much better song. But he's not necessarily terrible either. He's just kind of a waste of space. Like, he could be worse. He could actually, like, be a huge detriment to the song, but he just kind of adds nothing. You know, it's like taking 80 and adding 0. and taking that out of 100. So, you know. So he's not adding anything, but he's also not. Maybe he's like -3 or something. Like he's if he wasn't on the song at all, it would be better. But you know, whatever. So, number 7. My number 7 is Redbone by Childish Gambino. I like this song quite a bit. It's pretty good. It's not really like any other pop song that charted this year. That's fine. It's really interesting and unique as far as a pop song in 2017 goes. And I like that. But it's also just a really good song. It's a pretty quality song. Probably my favorite Childish Gambino song I've heard to this point. And it did provoke a fantastic meme. Specifically the one with Crash Bandicoot where he goes, wow, 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 which Ayla particularly likes, and I like. But it was also a decent meme in itself. But it did gain enough popularity that it got to a pretty decent time in the Hot 100 for quite a while. I mean, it was at like number 11 or number 12 for a long time. But yeah.
I'm surprised our number 1 didn't get on there.
I'm not surprised.
I'm slightly surprised.
Do you know why? Because it would have had to get to at least number 50. Older songs can't chart unless it's for a specific reason. Like, Christmas songs won't chart at like number 99 halfway through the year. They have to chart because of Christmas. Like, a song can chart because of a meme, but they have to get at least 50, 100.
Big.
It just wasn't big enough to get over like number 50, so they didn't even bother. It's kind of sad and kind of funny at the same time. But yeah, that's the joke.
Fuck off.
So number 6, which part of the great Ray Shremmerd Salvation. See, I know these fucking guys from like No Flex Zone and I Don't Got No Time. Bad bitches is on the thing that I like. Both terrible, terrible songs. But they were salvaged completely this year by Black Beatles, my number 6. Ray Shremmerd featuring Gucci Mane.
That's your number 6?
Yeah. What? That's my number 6. What were you asking?
Like that was your, like, this was number 6 you were talking about?
Yeah, this is my number 6.
Yes.
So, pretty good song. It's kind of waned in terms of people caring about it because it was at the height of its popularity like well over a year ago at this point. Mm-hmm. So it's been quite a while since anyone cared about it, but I still really like it. I still think it's a great song. It kind of goes on for a little bit too long, but that beat is good. The lyrics are good for the most part. Everybody's pretty decent on it. There's maybe a couple of lines that I would take out, but generally vibe and everything, it's good. Good song.
I agree.
And was Gucci Mane on this song? I don't know. Who cares? But Ray Shremmerd, they kind of made a comeback. I mean, there was like swaying, but you know, we're not going to talk about that. That's the one where Sway Lee is like really obnoxious. He's like, he's like not using the correct register in his voice that sounds good. So he just sounds like hell.
Just go away.
The cat is wandering. She does not care. She's in control. Anyway. So, number 5. My number 5 will not come to any surprise to anyone who has read my music blog thing ever. What? What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
What the fuck do you have to say?
Nothing.
What, are you laughing at the concept of someone reading that?
Yes. You
Really?
don't share it anymore.
Oh.
And
I'll share it now.
There's no connection between you and this YouTube channel until now.
Well.
And your
Well, who cares?
music top 5, top 10.
Top 5 of the top 10 is the name. I'll put it in the description if anyone wants to watch it, which they don't.
We can't watch it.
Well, read it.
Bitches.
Duchess,
She wants something to blanket with me.
she doesn't get to go to the She gets to go to hell. Gotta beat Iceman. Anyway, without further ado, number 5 is... Just, get her to shut up and stop. Not get her to make more noise.
Is she upset? No.
Just shut up. She won't stop. She literally won't stop. Let her under the blanket. Grab her. Take hold of her.
She's here.
Okay. So, number 5 is That's What I Like by Bruno Mars. It was at number 1 for 9 weeks, non-consecutively, which is the current record. But, to be fair, most of that time it was just the best song on the radio. It just didn't have any competition. At this point, I'd probably put a couple of other songs, which will be coming up later on this list, above it, which I should have done in the first place, but, you know. Now, I don't want to say that Overplay hurt the song, but it kind of hurt the song a little bit. Now, my thing is that I heard it so many times that it's not, like, any worse, but it's just, like, it doesn't ever surprise me anymore. Or something? I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. It's a really good song that I probably think maybe 24 Karat Magic should be in this spot instead. I really like it. I think it's a great song. I think that Bruno Mars is a talented performer who's making some good shit. And Versace on the Floor should have went to number 10 or something, but it did not. It fucking flopped hard, and I think it went to number 40 and it died. It was really depressing, because that song was good. And That's What I Like is a good song. I don't give a shit what you have to fuck it. Ayla doesn't like it much. I don't know why.
Sucks.
She doesn't like Bruno Mars. I don't know what the fucking... I don't know why she doesn't like quality music. She doesn't like good shit. You like
You
feel...
don't like good shit.
You like feels, but not fucking That's What I Like? Come on,
Yeah,
man.
That's What I Like is boring.
Fucking feels is boring.
Shut up.
What about 24 Karat Magic?
I don't even know what song that is.
24 Karat Magic in the night. It's
That song sucks too.
Why?
I hate that song too.
What?
It sounds bad.
It doesn't sound bad.
To me it does.
Bruno Mars makes good shit, and this is my list. Bruno Mars makes good shit, and That's Why I Like is a good song, so that's why it's my number 5. And, so there. Next on my list, kind of a controversial pick, I'm gonna say. Not a whole lot of people would expect me to have this on my list, but, not a whole lot of people would expect this to be on anyone's list. What?
Oh, never mind. Continue.
No, that's gonna be later. So, my number 4 is EXO Tour Life by Lil Uzi Vert. I don't really know what to say about this song.
Number 4? Really?
Yeah? Why?
Oh.
There you go! There's the controversy coming out already. So, I don't really know why I like this song as much as I do.
You said you only like it when you're feeling down.
What? When did I say that?
Months ago, when it was on your blog, you were talking about it. You said, "Oh, I only really like it when I'm feeling kind of melancholy." And
Well, it is a melancholy song.
you said you only like it.
Well, if that's how I felt about it before, it's not how I feel about it now. I wouldn't... like I said on my blog at one point, I said I really like this song, but I don't know what I would say to defend it, and I'm going to stick with that. I don't know what I would say to defend it, and I'm sure that, well, if anyone ever watched this, someone would be like, what the fuck, you like that song? But it's not the same shit as all the other trap rapping SoundCloud guys, like Lil Uzi Vert on that song.
That song's fine.
Maybe it's like a bad song. I don't know. I just really like it. I think it's good. I get it. Okay, I get it. Here's what I take from that song. So, Lil Uzi Vert. The song is about... Okay, I'm not going to explain what the song is about. I'm going to try and defend it. So, when people are like, oh, well, he's still... Well, he's sad, but he's still trying to fucking brag about his cars and stuff. Well, how I see it is that, yeah, sure, he's bragging, but it's kind of like painting a picture of what his life is like. So he's like, you know, this is how my cars are. I'm making lots of money, and then it like suddenly the song switches to him talking about these different things that are causing strife in his life, and you know, all these things are adding up, and I feel like he's like going insane. Like he's fucking taking too many drugs. He doesn't really know where his life is going anymore. Like, he got the success he wanted, and he's on tour, but he kind of doesn't really want to be there anymore. He doesn't really know what he's doing. He's everything's just falling apart for him. What? What'd you say? What? What'd you say?
I said you said you weren't going to try and explain the song.
Well, I said I wasn't going to try to explain the song. I was going to try and defend it, which involves explaining it. Whatever. So, anyway, as I was saying. So, everything's falling apart. His girlfriend's fucking saying this shit to him, and then he's like realizing that all of his friends have decided to, they're either using him, they were never really his friends, or he's not friends with them anymore, that they've all moved on. He feels like he's alone, he's got nothing. He's got all this money and all these cars and stuff, but it doesn't really matter because he's depressed. And he says, all my friends are dead and all this other stuff. But, like, you can be like, oh, well, he's saying that all of his friends are money, which, yeah, I understand the interpretation, you know, dead presidents and shit. Do you get it? All my friends are dead, dead presidents, all my friends are money. But how I see it, and what makes it work more for me, I'm not saying, like, oh, this is just some bullshit I made up in my head, and it works better for me. Like, I think there's some precedent for it, okay? So my theory is that when he's saying that his friends have left him, his friends are not there anymore for him, they're not supporting him, or maybe they're literally dead. Maybe they're all gone. But what he's actually saying is that his friends are gone, they're not there for him. He's all alone, his girlfriend's breaking up with him, his life is falling apart, everything's gone to shit. I like this song, okay? It's a good song. I think that Lil Uzi Vert is fine on the song. The song sold me on Lil Uzi Vert. I think it's fine. And you know what? I actually don't dislike XXXTentacion on Look at Me that much. I think that song is okay. Ayla don't know that song. But that song is okay. And I pissed off a lot of people saying that if 100,000 people watch this video, like 10,000 people would be like, bruh, you defending that shit? That guy is a bad guy. He did bad things. And you know what? Fuck you, Kodak Black. Kodak Black, fuck you, dude. But XXXTentacion, I'm gonna say that song's okay, but the guy is probably a scumbag asshole. He like beat his pregnant girlfriend or something. And then he played Minecraft.
He didn't want the baby.
Huh?
Nothing.
He didn't want the baby? Well, they did find a coat hanger on his... Ha ha ha! Abortion jokes! Anyway, Exit for Life. It's a good song. But I could not, in good conscience, put it above number 3, DNA by Kendrick Lamar. Probably objectively the best song on my list. Probably objectively the best song of 2017. It's a hip-hop song that has no boundaries. It's just fucking wild. It's bars on top of bars. It's the kind of song that should never get to the top 10, but which did. It was quite successful. It's the kind of song you don't expect to hear on the top 10 ever, and it made it. And it's a fucking really good song. And that it is even here at all is a shock. So, good song, Kendrick Lamar, fantastic artist. Not my favorite album of his, but you know, still good. I'd say it's like an 8 or so. I like his first two. I like his last 2 albums better. Oh, shut up, Malware Bates. Fuck the goddamn it! Fucking, you're fucking up my Mega Mans. Kendrick Lamar. Damn. That's all I gotta say about that. DNA, good song. Number 3. Not much more I could say about it. A lot of people have said a lot more about it. And I don't have the authority to really speak on it. Yeah. And anyway, speaking of artists who, it seems like 2017 is the year of my perception changing on certain artists. Like, Lil Yachty, I like a bit more now. Calvin Harris made a big comeback. Sway Lee and Ray Shremmerd made good shit. Lil Uzi Vert made good shit when I wasn't expecting him to. Well, there was like Bruno Mars and Kendrick Lamar, who I expected to make good shit, and they did. But I would have never expected, never in 1,000 years, that this artist would be even on my top 10 at all, much less number 2. I never could have expected it. It's Attention by Charlie Puth. My second favorite song of the entire year, which is a shock to me because I mercilessly, ruthlessly mocked this song for like months. But that's because I'm stupid and I didn't listen to it. See, the thing you need to understand is that it has a really good bass line and it sounds fucking awesome, okay? Fuck you. I don't give a shit. This song is awesome. Charlie Puth has decided to, instead of making shitty one call away bullshit and we don't talk anymore, instead he's going to make good music. And that's what he did. Attention is a really good song, and that's all I have to say about it.
He sings How Long in the shower all the time.
One time I sang that song. That'll probably be on my top 10 next year, if it even makes it to the fucking Hot 100 year end. Which doesn't seem like it, because it's not doing so well right now. I would have expected better. Fuck you. Stupid ass Wily Fortress thing. Anyway. And my number 1. Now, I don't think a lot of people are really giving this song that much attention. Like, people are kind of like ambivalent towards it. Some people like it. I think everyone agrees that it's fine at worst. But the thing is, there was no song that really came up to compete against this one. Like, the whole year I was like, oh, this is going to be the best song. I know it. The whole year. At the beginning of the year, I knew that this song existed. Partway through the year, it got to the top 10 and was pretty successful, and I was very happy. And it's by one of the best artists to come out of this entire decade. He's made so many good songs. Y'all already know what it is. It's fucking I Feel It Coming by The Weeknd. Fuck you. I don't give a shit if it sounds like Michael Jackson. It's a good fucking song. It's a really, really good song. And it's one of my favorite songs probably ever. It's a really good song. It's better than fucking Starboy. I don't give a shit. It's better than Starboy because The Weeknd shows his softer side. And it sounds good. And Daft Punk's awesome. They should totally fucking do a mixtape together. That would be so fucking great. Can you even imagine? Can you even fathom how amazing that would be if fucking The Weeknd and Daft Punk did a whole mixtape together? That's what Starboy should have been. It should have been a full album with just those two. Well, those two artists. Daft Punk isn't just one guy. But, really good. Also, fantastic to see Daft Punk on the top 10 again. Actually, their first number 1 was Starboy. Because Get Lucky never went to number 1, if you'll remember. Which it should have. Fucking Blurred Lines. I think that song isn't as bad as a lot of people say it is.
Rape song, put down Daft Punk.
Yeah. A lot of people are like, oh, it's a rape song, whatever.
It is.
So, I don't think of it as negatively as those people, but I do agree that it should have never, ever, ever stopped Get Lucky from going to number 1. And some people are like, oh, it's not even a good song. Fuck you. Shut up. Get Lucky's great. Anyway, I Feel It Coming. It's a fantastic song. It sounds wonderful. It is wonderful. The Weeknd is great. Daft Punk is great. It has some of the best production of the entire fucking year. It's so good. It could have been on Random Access Memories, and I would have been fine with that. It's fine as a Weeknd song. Everything is just great. I don't have any complaints about this song. I love this fucking song. Probably one of my favorite songs ever made. It's I Feel It Coming by The Weeknd featuring Daft Punk, and it's fantastic. And that's my top 10. How do you feel about that? Anna doesn't feel nothing. She doesn't feel a thing. But I'm going to go one step further. And I'm actually going to give you my top 20. But but I'm going to run through these a little bit faster. So we're going to go from 20 to 11, because yes, I actually did make a top 20 this year, because I found there was 20 songs worthy of being on the list. So I'll run through these a little bit faster. So, there we go.
Maybe you should do... Oh, never mind, actually.
What? We should do what? What is it?
Never mind.
What? What? What?
Never mind.
Just tell me. You had an idea, just tell me. What? Is it really that bad?
No.
What is it? What was the idea? Come on. What is it? Come on, why won't you tell me? You know I hate that. You know I'm always going to want to bother you and be like, what is it? What is the song? What is it? What are you going to say?
Nothing. I was going to say, oh, we should 11 to 20, not 20 to 11.
You couldn't tell me that.
It's unimportant. That's why I didn't want to repeat it.
Also, why go from 11 to 20? Because I'm counting up if I do 20 to 11. There's a sense of progression. I'm not going steadily worse. I'm going steadily better. Right? Right? My number 20. It's Mi Gente remix. J Balvin and Willie William featuring Beyonce. I didn't know what to really think of this song the first time I heard it, but it's pretty alright. I'm going to say good song. Not fantastic, obviously, because it's not higher on my list, but pretty good. And the remix is fine. It's the one that charted the most, so I'm going to make it as the official one, but it could go either way. Some people are like, oh, this song fucking sucks, and some people are like, oh, this song's pretty good. I'm okay with reggaeton being around on my fucking top 10. It reminds me of home, and it's also weird because I'm like, what the fuck is this even doing on the top 10? But I think it's okay to have around. Reggaeton's at least more interesting than most obvious pop. What? She wants me to point out that it's not actually my home, Mexico. Wait, actually it is. But I wasn't born there.
That's not what I was meaning.
What were you meaning?
Can you get your foot away from my face?
Well, my fucking leg hurts. Anyway, I don't have really much to say about that song. It's just a pretty decent song, and I felt like it was worthy of inclusion. Also, my honorable mentions: "Feel It Still" by Portugal the Man, and "There's Nothing Holding Me Back" by Shawn Mendes. I'm sure halfway through the year, that song would have been higher on this list than fucking "Attention" would be, but no, Attention's way fucking better. Way better. That song's not even worthy of picking up the top. I think fucking Mi Gente is better than that shit. Anyway, Despacito remix, my number 19. I never really minded this song. Sure, it got overplayed to fuck, and it definitely deserved to be number 1 over Shape of You, which yeah. But it's not bad or anything, and I actually do not mind the Bieber remix at all. I think it's fine. I think Bieber's fine. And, yeah. Number 18, Bounce Back by Big Sean. Just an enjoyable song that was kind of a surprise that I enjoyed it so much. I didn't really have time to dwell on it very much because it was gone after a few months, and I didn't really hear it that much after that, but I revisited it, and yeah, it's as enjoyable as I remember. It has a pretty decent beat, pretty decent chorus, and is enjoyable. There you go. Number 17, Feels by Calvin Harris, featuring Pharrell Williams, Katy Perry, and Big Sean. Ayla likes this song a lot more than I do. I just think it's fine. I'd say it's a good song, but I don't think I would say too much more than that. It really got worse in my eyes after I heard Slide, because Slide is so much better. I mean, let's be honest. Although Ayla wouldn't know because she never listened to it. But Feels still pretty decent. Definitely the only thing that Katy Perry did this year that was worth a shit. So yeah. And Big Sean's on that song too, but I don't really care about that. Next, number 16, it's Humble by Kendrick Lamar. Probably expected this to be higher, but no, it's just here. I really liked this song for a while, but I was never super in love with it either. I do like this song and think that it's pretty good. Ayla doesn't like it. She thinks it's shit or something, but I don't care what she has to say.
I liked it at first. It was fine.
She liked it at first, and then it got overplayed because she lives in
overplayed in L.A.
She lives in L.A. Or lived in L.A. She lived in L.A. at the time, and it got super overplayed there. All of Kendrick Lamar's singles were so fucking overplayed in L.A. It was ridiculous. Even songs that weren't even singles yet were getting fucking played like crazy. Speaking of Kendrick Lamar singles that were played like crazy, my number 15 is Loyalty by Kendrick Lamar featuring Rihanna. She got sick of this song so fucking fast. But I don't care. I still think it's a great song. I still think that Rihanna's good on it. And I think everybody's good on it. I think it's a good song. I thought it was going to be this certain like pop single, but it wasn't. It was not a song that went to the top 10 or anything, but it was liked enough that it got to a decent spot on the year end, and I guess it wasn't that unsuccessful. It was decently successful. So, Loyalty, which I think is a pretty good song. There you go. My number 14 is Sign of the Times by Harry Styles. Ayla would listen to the song and be like, it's so boring. The song's boring. How could you like this? It's boring. Because if it's not a super upbeat dance song or like Crystal Castles, Ayla says it's boring. Crystal Castles has boring songs. Ayla's like, no.
No, they don't.
They have
you
songs.
always forget to say Oingo Boingo, bitch.
Yeah. Oingo Boingo has slower paced songs.
Yeah, but Close Your Eyes is pretty slow.
Anyway, Sign of the Times is a great song, but did not make my top 10 for one reason, which is that I didn't like it as much as the other songs on this list. But I don't really have much to say about it. It takes a little... What? What? What?
Nothing.
Why are you nudging me? Just for the fuck of it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a quality song. It does take... I'll fucking break your legs off. I'll break them off. I don't like it. You're distracting me. Come on. Just let me talk. No, she's all in a huff. She's all in a huff because I told her off. Yeah. It's a little bit slow to get going, and but by the end it's a great song. It was not as it really deserved to have more prominence. I mean, sure, it went to number 4, but that was for 1 week, and it basically disappeared. Kind of sad. Could have used more success, but whatever. You can't always get what you want. Number 13 was kind of a surprise to me because I did not expect it to be... did not expect it to be a as big of a success as it was. It was kind of successful. It never really went back to the top 10 after it went there for the first time. But it kind of lingered around and kind of was there and kind of not. But anyway, this song, it is Castle on the Hill by Ed Sheeran, which Ayla would say is boring. Ayla doesn't like boring songs. I think that a boring song can be quite good at times. But it depends on the kind of good it is. What the fuck is going on? Can I do any damage to this thing? Is this what I'm supposed to do? Am I just supposed to throw rocks at it? Whatever. I don't know what's going on with this boss right now. It's Stupid bubble. Getting my ass kicked over here. Anyway, Castle in the Hell, it's a good song, and it, way fucking better than Shape of You, obviously. And, has a good story to it, has a good feel to it, and, it's the kind of song that I think that, Ed Sheeran should be making all the time. But, unfortunately, he also has to make stupid pop songs, and wedding songs, and shit like that. And stupid pop songs like the one they made fucking Taylor Swift, fucking Endgame. Which is actually surprisingly unsuccessful. Anyway, I said I was going to go through these fast, but I'm not. Number 12, 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars. This should probably be higher on the list. It's just that I haven't listened to it for quite a while, and I don't want to say that it got overplayed, it just kind of got old. It's kind of like Uptown Funk, where if you listen to it too many times, then it kind of loses its luster. But it's a really good song, and it was definitely the start of Bruno Mars's return to prominence in 2016, 2017, and quality song. And just to finish it off, number 11, Passion Fruit by Drake. Maybe controversial because people don't like Drake anymore, but I always kind of liked his dance hall thing where he's making these slower kind of songs with the whatever. Like, I'm one of the only people that actually liked both Hotline Bling and One Dance. A lot of people would say that Hotline Bling was shit, but I would say pretty good. And a lot of people would say that One Dance was overplayed and also shit, and I would say pretty good. And yeah, so I actually kind of liked Fake Love too. Like, you'd never believe that, right? Like that. I liked that. Well, yeah, I liked that. Okay, but not a whole lot. I'm not gonna fucking stick out my neck for that one. I'm not gonna go super hard on that one. I'm not gonna say, oh, that song was so good. No, I'm gonna give that one a not very huge recommendation. But Passion Fruit has a good groove, has a good melody to it, and enjoyable Drake song. Probably his last hit for a while, I think, unless he makes a big comeback, because he seems to have lost his luster in this year. But Passion Fruit, I'd like it, so I put it at number 11. And that's the end. So that's my whole top 20. I'll probably change some of it around by the time that I am totally satisfied with it. Not sure how that's going to turn out. I keep making little changes all the time, so slowly but surely I'll eventually come up with a full list. But yeah, anyway, so on the topic of Mega Man, I'm on Wily Stage 3, I believe, right now, and I am so fucking sick of this shit. This stage is weird and annoying, and fighting the boss sucks, because I now realize that I have to get through all of this shit first, and then I have to fucking, yeah, fucking that happens. I have to get through this shit, and then I have to fucking, I have to survive this, which actually I'm surviving it pretty decently right now. And then I have to die and not use any of the rocks. I need to make sure that I have enough guts power in order to get through the boss here. Actually, this is easy. What the fuck? I'm just fucking spamming, and it's working out. I guess I'm supposed to just sit here and not let the water go too fast. Well, shit. Anyway, so that's my top 20. Mega Man. Didn't really talk about Mega Man that much in this stream, and I think whether or not I beat this boss right now in this collection of lives, I am going to be done playing this game. My consensus on Mega Man, or opinion on Mega Man, the original, is that it's a good game that kind of suffers from being old and not having the innovations that later games added. But as a game, I mean, it's a quality game. If you fucking pop this shit in, I didn't pop shit in, I fucking used an emulator for this shit, but I do own the game multiple times. I have it on the Mega Man Anniversary Collection, and I have it on the Legacy Collection for 3DS. But anyway, Mega Man, quality game, but not as good as some of the other games in the series. And I swear to God, if I don't fucking beat this boss, I'm gonna be very unhappy. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, I beat it. Actually, is this the last Wily stage after this? Ayla, are you done being mad at me yet? Are you? I guess she's not done being mad at me. I guess I'm going to keep playing. Oh fuck, those things. No! So I gotta stop at some point because I'm tired and I want to go to bed, and so does Ayla. I'm keeping her from sleeping right now by being annoying and talking too much. But I haven't gotten this far in Mega Man in quite a while. I usually give up on Wily Stage 1 because it's a pain in the ass. Mostly just getting those fucking ice things done. The fire thing where you gotta fucking ice them and shit. I hate that part. It's just annoying. It's like, why do I have to do this? But yeah. So I'm reaching a lot of these things and getting hit by almost every single one of them. Yeah, because I want to kill them. I just want to get them dead, but they don't want to be dead. Okay. That was pretty stupid. I'm bad at this game. Okay. Well, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't particularly care to beat this game. I've gotten pretty far already, and I've shown that I have the ability, so if I just applied myself, I would be able to beat it, but I don't care, so I'm not going to beat it today. But I guess I can go on this life, and if I don't win on this life, then I'll just quit the stream now. But I gotta die first. Yep, I have 0 lives left, so once I die again, then my game is over, and this will be the last time that my game is over. Yes, my game will be well and truly over. So yeah, Mega Man. Mega Man. It's a game. It's a game series. I like Mega Man. Mega Man's pretty good. I mean, it's not the best thing ever. But, you know. It has its moments.